Huh?
When are we going to eat?
Ready pretty soon. As soon as things calm down, we're with the brother.
Okay.
Now, here we go.
He hadn't
All
clicked the
right.
button yet.
So
He did.
yeah,
We are
Oh,
live.
did
I
you? There's
did.
nobody there. Oh, I didn't see it. Duh.
We are
Whoa,
live
my
now.
glasses falling
So
off. Hello, guys. Anybody there? Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Vietnam.
yeah,
Oh,
being
sorry.
yeah, that might be where we go next. So
You wouldn't be talking about.
right. So it'd
Let's.
be an interesting it'd be an interesting live stream for me today, guys. I don't know who's here. If there's anybody here yet, we don't see any comments, but we'll wait a little bit. Um, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you fine.
All right. So anyway,
loud
Robbie,
and clear.
I put my feed on your channel too. So
Okay.
Up here's
There's
there's
Lex.
somebody.
Good morning, Lex.
good morning. So
And good
you know,
morning. Good morning,
uh,
Shell. And good morning, Shell.
good morning, Expert Bill. Now I'm
Yeah,
confused over your channel, Bill. Is it Expert Bill or is it I over 60?
it's expat Bill. That's what it is. I changed it a few times just to keep people
Okay.
guessing.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
60.
just to keep.
This is my last year of that channel of running YouTube. Actually,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I'm gonna do
yeah,
one more
So
year.
how is
This is it.
yeah, yeah. Then you're going to give me all your equipment,
so
right?
Sure am. Right, right. It's in the will.
all right. So
First one that dies wins.
talking about talking about equipment, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Uh, that
Good
GoPro
morning,
9
pretty.
it's a,
Here's my
it,
girlfriend.
before you figure out all the settings. It's quite tricky to get the settings. I slapped it on the motorcycle the other day, took off, and I had the ISO set because it was a bright sunlight. So I had the ISO set to 200, and guess what? At 200, the stabilization works for nothing on
If you
nine.
put it on auto, it
It
works
does
perfect.
it
Sorry,
it,
sorry, sir.
it
No
is
refund.
yeah, well, and then you got to have it on. I figured it out. I put it on 1600 and let it max 1600 and let it go to auto, uh,
Hmm.
Yes,
and and then I put it on linear, right? The linear
yes,
horizon, which
yes,
stabilizes the horizon at all times.
yes,
You can see a
yes.
little, maybe a little shake at the bottom of your wheels or whatever, but overall, it's a good stabilization.
Oh,
But I
that's
can
good.
tell you, I think GoPro 7 does a better job when it comes to slapping it on a
Did
vibrating
you update it?
motorcycle. That's for
Did you update it?
uh, I have not updated to the latest firmware on the 9 yet. And I wanted
Yeah.
to do that when I wanted to do that when okay, we got the pretty Yanis here too, so
Yeah, I
my
told you my
stalker is
girlfriend was
here.
on there. My girlfriend's there.
Right, my stalker is here. Yeah.
Your stalker,
uh,
my
she
girlfriend.
has she has,
Yo, cheater.
yeah, so good morning. Good
I'm
morning,
winding my
Mikey. I've
watch in
already
case you
said good
want to know.
morning.
No.
So did
You're
I.
trying to
Yeah,
make it
yeah,
work.
I'm winding it. Yeah, I'm winding
Yeah,
it up for the day.
yeah. So overall, I've shot quite a bit of stock footage. I'm doing some demo videos or demo
Mike,
presentation
good
videos,
morning.
probably more correct.
We're
Mike
talking GoPros.
Cortez.
talking GoPros still.
Yeah, we're talking GoPro cameras here.
But
So
I'd say there's
and
no way GoPro 9 the GoPro 7 is better than the 9.
when it's probably a little bit in the settings,
Yeah.
but the stabilization is pretty much the same thing. And I think maybe the 9 needs the upgrade of the firmware to uh, um, to work a little bit
Hmm.
better. I guess firmware updates also upgrade certain things, features, and other things
Well,
like
Now,
they
do you have?
maybe
yeah.
But do you have your mount settings right? That makes a
the
difference.
mount.
When yes, you can tell it which mount that you have. Do you have it on what is it? Travel, car, vehicle, or something like that?
Hmm.
Stable mount. What are those settings built? You know what I'm talking about? Which mount
Yeah, I
that you
never
have it
use them.
on?
Yeah.
It makes a difference. I found out it makes a difference because when I mounted it on the dashboard, it made a difference on the stabilization because it thought it was something
Right,
else when it was actually doing another thing. So
right. But overall, I mean, it's a good camera. I
it
think
works.
it's a
It
learning
works
curve.
great underwater. Works great underwater also. But Bill said, watch out
Right,
for salt water.
Yep.
Yeah, don't get
right.
it
But
in
it has
salt
so
water
many
without the
settings.
case.
Yeah, right. But it has so many settings. It's um,
Yeah.
that's the problem, I think. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see if I jump off the screen. It's not because I want to. It's because my internet is down and I'm actually tethered to my cell phone data.
I
So,
think if you dump off,
uh,
we're all going to dump off.
Yeah.
Right.
right. And
If you lose the feed, we're in trouble, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
You
you
can't.
guys, you can continue to go when I'll
Really?
come back. Yeah,
You think
you
so?
continue. Yeah, you can
I thought.
continue.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought if you initiated the connection, then
Once the connection
what are
is
you doing, man?
initiated, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
All
I can
right.
remove myself. I can remove myself from the feed and still be good. So how is Mike doing? We have Mike here as well, Mike Cortez. Our other fellow there up from Wisconsin is not here. What's his name?
Corey?
Corey. Where is Corey today? He normally shows
Corey.
up.
Isn't he Wisconsin? I thought he was. Well, we got to start
Yeah.
getting on a regular
So
schedule. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So
Since
I
some of
think
us is telling us he's only going to be here till the end of the year.
right. So
I know where you live, dude.
anyway.
Let me see where I did go.
got his shots. He's ready to come here. Hey, did you see that? I watched the videos from. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but I got what's his name, Tim K.
Oh my
And
God.
the dude went to Singapore, and then he tried to come back in the Philippines. Oh, they sent him back. They wouldn't let him in. I guess his wife wouldn't let him come into the country because they weren't fully vaccinated. I guess he didn't get the booster. I guess they qualified the booster now as being fully vaccinated.
Yes, yes, you
Vaccinated,
have to have the booster. You have to
and
have the
so
booster.
he could have. I guess he couldn't find a quarantine hotel because they're all gone now. They've given up on it because no one uses them anymore. So he couldn't find
Right.
a place to get a quarantine. So they shipped him back to Singapore. So
Wow. So did he have to go to Singapore and get a booster and then come back?
I don't know.
Did he get?
You know, I heard. I just saw the one video, and that's enough. I don't really follow him that well. I hope he gets back. I didn't really,
Yeah, that's a scam, man.
they sent him and the wife back to Singapore, and there was a
I'm so
couple.
good.
If you watch the video, there's actually a couple girls from Singapore that also got sent back. So I don't know. Maybe Singapore doesn't care about
It,
the vaccine thing, and
they don't, but it says, but Singapore's locking down.
Yeah,
again,
well,
correct?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to get rid of him, so they said, kicked him here.
It is, Lex, because it says right on the travel that you have to have the booster. That is the complete
Oh, see,
shot set
Lexus knows
to
what I'm
come
talking
in.
about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's complaining so he can get more cash. That's his usual thing. That's why I got tired of that scamming.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, when it comes to arriving back into Philippines, it's been pretty clear of what the requirements are, and
Yeah.
in most
Yeah, yeah.
cases, you enter the flight and you don't have all the requirements. The flight will not let you get board. It's just fact of the matter. So
I mean, I guess there is quarantine
uh,
hotels, but there's very few of them now, and so you got to make your reservation if you're not
Hmm.
vaccinated before you hop on the plane. And I guess he
Well, you
came
can.
up into
There's those high end ones,
yeah.
but you have to pay big money, like 100 plus US a night. And I'm
Mm.
sure he didn't want to pay that, so automatically, oh, there's none left. You know, sure, let
yeah.
people
Well,
send you thousands of dollars
anyway,
again.
yeah. Well, anyway,
Well,
it doesn't
you
really
have to pay
matter.
to go back, right? If you
No,
get sent back,
they shoved them on some Air Asia or something, sent them back to Singapore.
oh, so you don't have to pay to get sent back.
No, which is why the
Oh,
airlines are particular about checking you because they don't want to foot the cost back.
oh, so
But his
maybe he
wife,
went Air Asia or
but the
something.
wife had like fancy designer clothes and purses and
Well,
stuff.
sure.
He could have sold some of that, and they. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I just saw it was interesting. He sent it back.
Well, where do you think she got all that?
I don't know.
YouTube.
I just figured that's the price of a young woman, the maintenance of a young woman.
How many young women has
Well,
he? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
won't
want a
go there.
You want a Christian Dior purse? I'll go to 888 China Mall and get you one.
Sure, buy them online. That's probably what it
It's
is.
about 300
Yeah, yeah,
pesos. Just watch the zipper.
yeah. Let
Watch
me
the zipper.
check the stitch count on that. Yeah, yeah. How come it's got five and not four? Yeah, I got you.
That's the beautiful thing about being in the Philippines is you don't need to buy official genuine stuff because everybody's got so much counterfeit stuff. No one would know it was real anyway. So you might as well
Yeah,
just
you have to get right
go with
up
the
to it and
flow.
start counting the
Yeah.
thread count. Yeah. So Shell said, "Yeah, we got a closet full of it over here."
Yeah.
we got
See, look at
closets full of all kinds of stuff. So so uh, so anyway,
So anyway, I
guess
was
who?
well,
Did
yeah.
you
Go
see
ahead.
who made a video of? It seems like you do a video and then somebody wants to copy you all the time.
Yeah.
So somebody
Yeah.
else made a video of a bar girl dating a bar girl. What happens? So, well, yeah, he is. Bought that old junk FG Cruiser. Yeah. So somebody um, did that. Did a video not long. It's been posted
Mm.
similar to what
after.
we were talking about, or
Well,
what?
Probably
yes,
your
yes,
live
yes.
chat. Yeah, your live chat with that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
And it's a
I just got some actually good news as far as when it comes to his resort and all that. And I think yesterday there was a resolution to it. A Chinese Filipino came in and swept it up.
Oh,
sweet.
it's gone.
So so now the Morong Beach is here now. Every other resort is owned by a Chinese today.
Well, at least it's a
Chinese.
Chinese Filipino.
Well,
Well,
it could
it's
be
no different it's no
it
different than Boracay. It's
could
all
be
Chinese.
right. It could be a Chinese that bought himself a Filipino passport because if you do invest enough money, you can do it. I mean,
We didn't hear that. We didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
we well,
But it's true. But we
Well,
didn't hear it.
actually,
It's true,
you
but we
could
didn't
get
hear
a investment visa. Philippines
yeah.
offers it. If you
it.
Well,
want to
Yeah,
throw,
uh,
yeah,
you're willing to put a
actually,
certain amount of
yeah.
money in, you can
what
pick one up.
what's the guy's
So
name? One of the bloggers. He's from Iceland or something. What's his name?
Oh, Finn Snow.
yeah,
Right. He became
But
Filipino
yeah, he
citizen.
right because he was recommended because of the tourism industry, so that's how he got his. But
Right.
as he stated, now he went through the whole process and he stated that they only selected what 50 or 25 from each country a year to get it. So to get become a Filipino is to be a citizen is tough. And U.S. you just hang it up. You never get it from
What about the
U.S.
guy that said he was becoming Filipino? Is he still around? The guy that had the little headband,
One from Canada
Canadian.
or wherever he's
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did he become a citizen or
no,
no?
no, he's around, but yeah. Lex, I'd like to know. He's supposed to be what disabled veteran or something. How he bought that FJ Cruiser on that money? Nope,
Yeah. Well,
nope, nope,
it's
nope, nope, nope.
re, re, really none of our concerns how people buy things.
I
Normally,
guess
they
so.
buy it if normally people buy things if they have the cash to buy it, right? So
You're right, Joe. That's it. That's all you get.
if you don't have the cash, you ain't buying nothing. So that's
Yeah,
just
that's why
a
I had to
good
buy my
advice.
little
Well,
bitty truck.
Well, well,
well,
the
at least you
FJ
have a
Cruiser
truck.
is here and he's in Singapore. I assume he's probably got a shot. I don't know what this. If you already got two shots, you might as well get the booster, I guess. But I don't know what the problem
Yeah. Morning, Ian.
Good morning, Ian. Good morning, Ian.
I
That
guess
is a guest from
Shane can't.
Mabala,
Shane can't come on.
Mabalakay,
He's on the boat.
right? So um, when it comes to when it comes to all these boosters and vaccines and other
is.
things, we it's I I'm so sick and tired of
Yeah.
the entire the entire thing that I no longer I don't even pay attention to it.
I'm steering the
I
boat
got my
hard, stern to right. I'm steering the boat to the hard stern to right.
yeah.
So, Joe, we were talking earlier offline, um, guys, that we were
Eh,
telling that the tourist industry here in Philippines is really banging. I mean, the resorts are booked. You have to make reservations. I think even here, you have to go to Mumble Call. You have to go to the office of Bacolod and make a reservation just to get into the place. So people here are really starting to get out and hit the resorts and
Yeah.
stuff. So
there are so many
yeah.
expats flooding this place. It's just unreal. Everybody wants to come live in Negros now.
So
You know.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I've seen that in the stream of inquiries and booking inquiries and everything, uh, and most places also will not accept walk-ins, even if they had a room. They
Hmm.
will not accept you unless you have an official booking and documentation, whatever that you
Hmm.
need to come in there. And one of the requirements now here is you got to have your vaccination done.
Right.
If you do, they don't require any testing or anything. If you do not have vaccination, a test is still required to travel. So we'll see where that goes, but it's very interesting. I'm not going to go into it here, but I will recommend people to start studying data coming out of Canada right now. It's very very interesting what's happening there, and it's
Yeah, they're
official
having huge
government.
breakouts.
Yeah, well, yes, they do, and it appears to the statistical data, and I'm just saying now, it appears that. Um, the cases of COVID are, if they have, from what I could see from data, is if they have 3 4 shots, they're more likely to get infected than unvaccinated person. That's what I
But
saw in the data.
the ones with the
But
shot are less likely to be hospitalized. That's the main thing.
what?
Just to stay out of the hospital. The ones with the shot are less likely. Everybody's going to get it. You're going to get it. One of these variants. But it's the fact of staying out of the hospital compared to not. And you have the vaccination. So you can't count
Yeah.
yourself out of any group. So having the
No.
vaccination is one thing. That's going to keep you staying out of the hospital unless there's just some ungodly underlying reason. Now, a normal person just
Right.
won't have to go to the hospital. They're going to catch the flu like symptoms or whatever it is. But if you don't have that vaccination, you're going to end up in the hospital. That's the main thing they're trying to prevent is overloading the hospital system again. Here, they can't handle the hospital
Right. Right.
system. The systems here just can't handle it. There's people in the
Right.
street again,
Yeah. No. No.
in the tents.
Right. Right. Yeah, I understand that. So, but recommendations on my part is start pulling data from government official sites around the world, and you
Hmm.
guys get a totally different picture than the one that is.
I mean,
Oh,
if you're going
there
to,
he
Uh,
goes. Oh, he
part
oh,
of
froze for a
oh,
second
oh,
there. I
oh,
thought
oh,
he was
there
going
he
there.
is. There he is. Oh, nope, nope,
Yep.
what?
nope, nope. There, you there? There he is. He's
Ooh,
he's kind of
they're
there.
scrambling the channel now. He
Tune
started
him
talking
in,
about the.
tune him
I'm
in.
having a little bit of internet issue. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Well, he faded. Beep,
You brought up. That's what you
beep,
get for bringing up the big
beep,
C. I'm not
beep.
talking cancer. I'm talking COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, did you see, Bill, that heart attacks are on the rise again?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that statistic is up again. I just wanted y'all out there in Never Never Land to know that. Where have they been? How come all of a sudden did they disappear?
I,
That's
I
so
think I.
crazy.
I think I saw like a joke like that or something online that this old guy says, sex is exciting for me now. I never know if I'm going to have a heart attack or an orgasm. Anyway, little green joke
Yeah,
there for people as we keep motoring on here.
yeah. Anybody got anything to say? Nobody's talking or anything today. Jeez.
I mean, I was just getting over this bad cold. It took me like a week to kick that thing.
I know. What was up? You
Talk
had
about the
COVID? You
big
had
C.
it?
I thought for a second, I go, I might have this COVID. I can't
I
believe this.
should have come over and tested you.
No, I got 3 tests here. I got the
Oh, do you?
antigen test here, but
Did you test?
no,
That's all right. Spread it all through the house. Who cares? No,
that's
they
exactly.
had it here. I'm the
I
only
got,
one
I
that
got,
didn't.
I got to free up that 50-inch TV.
Call, follow the control. They can
Don't mind me, guys. I'm just, I'm okay. I'm gonna sit here
Lots of rain last night. You know what? It didn't rain here for the first time last night, but the other nights we got a lot, didn't we, Bill? We've been
every
catching some
afternoon.
rain.
Every
Yes, sir.
afternoon. Yeah.
Well, it didn't rain afternoon, but none last night,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, it's been coming off the mountains and we've been kicking its butt.
Well,
Oh,
there's
there's
John.
John Mack. Well, we got rid of
I
Shell,
guess we
so.
are still streaming. Up there, he's
Oh,
back.
Lord, here he
There we go.
comes. Here he comes. He's back. Well, John, we're glad that you can finally show
Yeah.
up with your old self. John showed up
Right. So
finally. I guess his, I
yeah,
guess he got permission
the
from his
internet.
wife.
Who
John Mack in Florida.
who got permission? Ah,
John, he
okay.
got permission from his wife. Hey, John,
Yeah.
we were just talking about your favorite person too, Tim K, a while ago.
I just
Bill was anyway. He was talking about him. So, in case anybody wants
yeah.
to know, it was Bill. Bill.
Yeah. So we're glad to see you too, John. It
Yep.
was a while ago. I mean, I can't even remember when we had the last feed, but it got to be a couple of months at least, right?
Yeah.
You
Well,
you had one you had one feed in May somewhere, right?
yeah, we did one, and it wasn't the same without you.
Yeah, you didn't show up.
Right.
Yeah, Wasn't the same without
I
the
was
dog. But
I wasn't invited, was I?
it's like, yeah, I think
John,
you
how is
were.
my ex doing? How's my ex doing, John? That's so bad.
She's looking for that check, you know.
No, she got remarried. She ain't get no check no more, dude. Oh, there's Dickie. Good morning, Dickie. Evening there.
All right. Good morning, Dickie. So,
She is
Uh-oh.
good.
Yeah.
Good. She feeling better then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Leslie opens her market store today.
You know, I'm surprised the
oh,
amount of
okay.
electric
So,
bikes that are around.
There's no what?
I said I'm really surprised at the amount of electric bikes that are getting more and more popular. You know.
Wow. You know, now they're
Yeah.
trying to make you register those
Well,
here.
got to get some money
What
out
the
of it.
hell? What do you want one of those big ugly license plates on one now?
No, it's just
You know,
it
Suzuki,
seemed.
Nissan already called my license plates are ready, but they're still not ready for my motorcycle.
Hmm.
Your daughter got another condo? Oh, she was renting last time, wasn't she? I'm glad now you're finally saying it's your daughter, not mine. So she must be okay.
And another one leaves the nest, and another one leaves the nest, and another one's gone.
all right. What market is she opening up? Is it in the Mabalacat area, or
Once a
where is she
week?
going?
That's all? Please don't tell me she's selling fish.
Here's an
Oh,
here's an advice from
damn.
John. Don't give Joe an electric bike.
No, she can ride.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. You know, I took a ride the other day, going up to Mabalacat, and
Did it
before I
break
could
down?
make these round trips, no, before I could make these, my point here is I could make these trips with about 400 round trip, 400 peso worth of gas, right? 450. It got to 1100, same trip.
Yeah.
That's how much gas
How
prices
much
gone
is
up there.
gas over
It
there?
was like right now it's about 87,
Wow.
uh, pe-
For regular?
87 pesos a gallon. I think regular is 85, 95 is 87. Diesel is somewhere
Man.
around that area too. I heard gas prices in Manila now. I heard, I don't know if that's correct or not because I haven't checked it, but I heard they are approaching 100 pesos in some places.
I know diesel in when I went to San Carlos. Good morning, Tom. Diesel in San Carlos was 94.03. So
Yeah.
it's just outrageous up there. Oh, see, you already gave
That's
it to
what
him, Bill.
Yeah,
You already gave
already.
it to him.
He's already got it.
All right.
Should
So
take
Told you
John
about
not
says
to
it's
be
should take about
kissing.
a week to kick that.
John says it's
579 on the west side.
four. Yeah,
579 on Dickey.
yeah,
475
579.
John. Yeah, but John, that's gas. What's diesel? I bet diesel's high there. Public market near the bar. Do y'all only have one bar there? We got like
Well,
35,000 here.
the bar the bar he is talking about is nothing like a bar. It's a little hole in the wall, and there is a bunch of guys coming in there every night and having a beer, and there's no girly girls around there. So it's
Not
just
Oh,
yet.
well, we got a bunch of them too.
I think it's a bar for boys and men.
Uh,
Ah,
a
no
boy
no
bar. Ooh.
no females allowed. Oh,
Boy bar.
and By the way, you can't say female anymore in U.S. according to democratic rules.
Who said
It's
that? The U.S.
yeah.
Well, then how
You
come
haven't.
did they just rule that the U.S. could? I mean, that one of those whatever you call it things that wants to be a girl can't
Transgender.
participate can't participate in swimming.
Well, you
You
know.
know what? That dude. Let me wait. Let me address Dickie. Dickie, that dude is such a scam. Don't ever believe anything he says. He says he knows all these people. All he does is walk around the park, dude. If you watch his videos, he just
Calm
walks
down.
around the
Calm
park.
down.
No, and Bill can tell you
Calm
nobody
down.
likes him. Nobody
Calm
likes
down
him.
now. Calm down.
Yeah, just
Relax.
yeah, that guy's don't believe that dude. Nothing.
Is that his last name,
Um,
Roach?
I don't even know if it's Roach, but
Okay. Or is that just?
you know, I know where he lives. He lives in the squatters area. My house is not in the squatters area there. But no, I went to pick up my mom and papa and pick up the other car. We have a car that stays up there a lot. So
Look at that one. You cannot put an X on your U.S. passport now if you don't want to use M or F.
what is an X?
MF stands for something else too, guys. So keep that in
Okay,
imagination.
if they draw your blood and run DNA, what does it show? If you're a
Well,
male or female, right?
I, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a scientist.
It
I
will
mean,
show if you're a male or a female, right?
that was always the big thing about Thailand, that if you couldn't tell the girls from the boys, the lady boys, that they had to, if they whipped out their Thailand identification, they had to tell what gender they were on that, and that was your final test before you
You
won't
know
be
what?
fooled.
Some of them lady boys over there look good, though.
I know that's why they have that Thailand ID that they can't it's got to be what the official gender is. So protect
Girls
your
just want to have fun with you, John. With you, we'll leave that all for you.
Yeah, well, it's now
times are
called.
a changing.
It now called.
Woo!
According to Democrats, and it was fun. I saw a little clip with AOC where she tried not to say female and male. She slipped her tongue so many times it wasn't funny. Um, Now they call it birther person for somebody who gives birth.
I'm gonna
Birther
jump off for a
person.
second, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, or menstrual menopause. They probably have menopause, all of them. But menstrual person or something like that.
That's
It's just
too
right.
complicated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, we're looking at we are looking at a world that is going upside down, inwards, backwards, out. You know,
Crazy.
so try to have two men have a baby together. See if that works. Or try to have two women without a man having a baby together without getting
Well, it depends
artificially
on how you do it.
right.
I guess you
Two
can't
men
check their
together.
passport.
I bet you customs can check their passport.
Yeah. My wife is taking her mom back to Bago City, last week of
Oh,
August.
Bago, bago.
Yeah, so anyway, you know, I have the opinion that anybody can have any view they want as long as I can have mine without them trying to control me and interfere with my views, right?
There you
Uh,
go.
that's how I see it.
They're bringing in the old lady. That's why I shut the camera off, guys.
All right. AOC is old news. They elected a young GOP, first generation Latina in South Texas. Yes, and that district that she won in Texas has been controlled by
The camera's
Democrats.
off.
been controlled by the Democrats since the late 1800s. Not one Republican have won that, and here comes a um, Mexican woman with common sense in and stirs up the whole thing, and she won pretty comfortable too.
Oh, that's good.
The camera is
Good
off
for
right now.
Republicans.
I hope Robbie wife lets him come back.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yes, she will let me come back, Shell. Shell said, I hope Robbie's wife lets him come back.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, it was
Yeah.
John. There was a comment. There was John's comment.
Oh, John said that. John Mack said that.
To where?
Yeah,
Come back online. Tell John yes. Good
yeah.
morning.
Social
You're
engineering
there?
is at an all-time high. Yeah. What do you guys think about? What do you think about Elon Musk taking over Twitter? The Twitter board
I thought
just
he was backing out of that.
no,
I
Twitter
thought he was
board just uh, I think the initial offer was it
48
44 or
million,
million billion?
40, 48. Huh?
Yeah, it I think it's down now to well, I don't know the exact number that was initially um, there, but the board of Twitter now approved a $44 billion deal unanimously and recommended all the shareholders to take the deal, which is paying. I think it pays way over where the stock is trading today. So he will take it over. Maybe it must be nice cutting a check for 44 billion, right? Gotta be pretty nice. I don't know how he does it, but I welcome it because he is at least a person that has a little common sense and uh, respects the free speech and Twitter and Facebook to some degree has
Yeah,
become
you forgot how
uh,
Well,
your nose
controlling
to go.
I mean, social
controlling it.
media's got to do something about the. I mean, they're manipulating elections at this point. I mean, they got to have to weed out the person's opinion versus fake,
Just
basically
pick another one.
false facts.
I'll get back.
Fake
There's
news,
no
as
more.
Trump used to say.
What?
I mean, they have
More
to somehow
coffee?
adjust that. Um,
There's a lot.
here in the
All right.
Philippines, that social media controlled the election, basically.
Okay.
Uh, All right, so we have you guys going
Can
to
you make me
have
one?
this every week now. We let me put it this way. I'm not going to promise a weekly feed. Uh, it all it all depends on my availability time wise. I
Yeah, we'll go offline. And we'll figure out a date that's. We'll figure out a day of the month. I don't like. I really don't. Not big on this time anyway. I'd rather like a Saturday or something and do it, which is a Friday,
yeah.
which is
Well,
a
the
Friday
reason
night elsewhere. There'd be more people that can get on it.
yeah the reason we picked Thursday initially was the fact
Yeah,
that several other bloggers were running their live feeds on Saturdays and Sundays, and
right.
and and a lot of them has the same audience that we have.
Well,
So
yeah. I
it
mean,
it becomes like a war between.
the Philippine genre is
Uh,
limited. I mean, there's only so many dudes that are. Majority of them are dudes that are actually. The audience is really limited.
Hey, Shane,
right.
how's the boat going? Shane has left the Philippines and is back on the boat. He'll be back in a couple of months, I guess. Shane Hart down there.
All right. So that'd be something to look for. If you go to Project Veritas, you can go and look at something there. That'd be interesting to see. Just tips from Lex. Uh, yeah. Well, I saw something to that effect that Tesla had laid
Yeah.
off quite a few people, and well, that's the thing. I respect with him, right? He he's kind of like Trump. He does what he says he's going to do, and he sticks to what he said he's going to do. He's not going to um, be a flag in the wind that flies with the wind all over the place.
I think he's a lot smarter than Trump.
Eh, oh yeah. No, no doubt, and I hope Trump does not run. Even though I do think he would have a chance to win, but I hope he doesn't
Well,
because we have
even
we
as bad shape as the Democrats are in right now, they're still trying to get that boy in jail.
right, and what they're doing meanwhile, they are all committing political suicide by doing that.
Oh yeah,
Instead,
they've already done that. I think
yeah, drop
that
the
showed at the
freaking ball.
midterms.
Yeah, and I would be surprised if we don't see at least a 35, 40 people switch. So there will be at least a 30, 40, 50 majority of Republicans in the Congress. And I think even in the Senate, a couple of extra senators will be booted out. And some of them has already said they're not going to run because they're so unpopular anyway. Um,
I'd still like to see the Republicans bring up some new blood and get rid of this old guard and step away from this whole Trump thing. Personally, I think
well,
they,
I,
as a
I don't.
party, they're going to have to develop, get younger leaders in there and kind of step away from all this hanging on to that guy. I don't know. It's just not
No, no,
I
and
don't
I
think it
know,
does the
and
party any good, and then it paints that whole
well,
party as an enemy. So
he has more or less over the last 5 years built back the Republican Party. We got to give him that
I don't know.
because
I
he
don't know.
he
I
ha-
don't know.
he ha- he has. Uh, but there always comes a time when it's time to step aside.
Yeah.
If he runs in 24, he's going to be what 75, 6 years old. Um, I don't think anybody that has reached 70 should even be allowed to run.
Or
How
run,
Um,
old
you
is
should
he? Like
say.
90? He's like 90, right? I don't know.
Trump,
No,
Biden,
Biden.
Biden.
Oh, Biden is
he's
right
done.
around 80,
He's one and
79,
done. Yeah.
right? And he would be if he runs a second term, or if he tries to
He'd
run a
be like
second term,
100.
he would be 82 when he take if he would win the
No
election. He'd
way.
be
No way.
82.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And Kamala Harris is not going to be the Democratic choice for 2024.
Is
She
she even
is.
doing anything? Is she even in the picture?
No, but she's had a rough ride at the White House, from what I hear. That the staff is quitting, and really doesn't, over her skis. I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you
Fun.
come to the Philippines, you don't have to worry about all this. That's the beauty of coming to a different country.
Well,
And the money's
the,
good right
the,
now.
Yes, sir.
the exchange rates I saw was good.
Hmm.
You can always tell because the lines in the ATM are huge whenever the exchange rate goes up a little bit.
So if you're a VIP member, you just walk into the bank, say, here.
John, I had one of the best pepperoni pizzas last time. I even told Rem, I go, this is really good. This is outstanding. I gave her it was a double thumbs up on the pizza. Had
You went to
pepperoni
Yellow
pizza
Cab?
last night. No, I
You went
had it
to
in my
Yellow
own
Cab?
house, man. A yellow
Oh.
cab.
Look, it's at
All
54.44
right.
right now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the highest it's
54.44.
been in years.
Yeah.
Since what, 2018, I think they said? Going up every
Yeah,
day.
something like that. All right. Yeah, John has a comment there. After Joe is done sleeping for 4 years, he should feel great.
You know what?
Uh,
He's done. He can't even ride a bicycle anymore. They had to let him walk on the sand. You saw that, huh? In case he fell again.
Remember Ford used to trumple down the stairs all the time getting off the planes, and they were waiting for him. And sure enough, that poor guy, he would bump his head or tumble down the stairs.
You know what, Ian? That sounds good, man. Egg sandwich. That sounds
Toast.
good. Because I
Yeah.
like these. I like these eggs here. These eggs here are good, tasty. Not like that processed stuff in the U.S. They good here.
Right. Yeah, you buy them fresh every day. They're coming
Mm. I get a big tray of them.
straight from the chicken.
I get a big tray of them here, and they last maybe 3 days. It's
Right.
like, I can eat some egg too. So,
Avocado.
John, actually, we're investing in the hospital here. Um, it's it used to be it's eighth hospital systems is what it is. What it is, you invest so much, and you get 100% coverage no matter what. If you go in sick, you get a private room and all this stuff. And it's a JCI standards, U.S. standards hospital. And they have to pass a JCI um, um, inspection, U.S. inspection. So that's what we're invested in. Um, that's where it's a good health insurance, in my opinion. So, and my family is covered. I'm 100%, and anybody else in my immediate family is 50%, no matter what.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
decent coverage.
yeah, but
But
some people I
I
just
mean,
can't get to do. And in 5 years, I get returns on my money.
oh, okay. So it's kind of investment into the actual hospital
It's
property
you're
system.
actually buying stock into ACE systems, yes,
It's a
and that's
pyramid
the
scheme.
it's the largest hospital system in the Philippines.
The pyramid
But
scheme, Bill said.
some people just won't invest into this into
Not
it.
me. I'm not going to invest in anything they haven't built yet.
You're not just that one; it's all the system, the
You
whole
know,
system.
I'm just a regular common guy, street guy, just a regular dude. I got no time to invest in things for future condos and all that kind of stuff and
Well,
hospitals and eh, where I get a return 10 years from now.
It's not. It's
well,
5. But we're talking about a hospital in your neighborhood.
Yeah, that they haven't built yet.
But it's open in 2 years.
It's they haven't built yet. But you
That
know what they're not. You know what they know, and I've seen that. But you know what they are building? An SNR. Did you see that news? And
I see they're trying
there
to
you go.
negotiate the property again.
Yeah. The minute that new mayor came in, first thing SNR. That dude's right. Got to have a cut of that.
But he's not. But they haven't declared him the mayor yet, right? Aren't they having a recount? There ain't no way he won. There ain't no
No.
way. How'd he beat that other dude? He was so popular. Even after he spent 500 million on the Avengers statue in the middle of the intersection. But it does light up at night.
No, he did like it was Pacquiao's friend too.
Oh yeah.
Used to be at all the fights. Remember ringside? He'd be sitting there with that mustache.
Oh
Hey
yeah,
there,
yeah.
Piccolo Mayor.
Yep. Sure was. Probably still will be. I think
right.
he went to that. What's that other fighter's name? Pacquiao has.
Speaking of Pacquiao, I was really surprised he put in less money than Duterte. Sarah Duterte did. He put less money in his election than had less money than Sarah Duterte had over double that amount.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Well, he didn't have the money. He gave it all to his mama for purses. She carries around $20,000 purses.
Who? Pacquiao's mom?
Yeah, and with that, all that
Wow.
face work that them two have, that plastic surgery is
Right.
expensive, dude. I go to fly to California to get all that done.
You better be careful because didn't Kanye West's wife or mother got all that surgery and she died on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sure
don't want
there.
to do too much there.
Mm-hmm. Bleed
Have to be
out
careful.
like a pig.
I don't know what happened to her, but I know she was doing cosmetic surgery and she died on the
So
table.
did you walk this morning, Bill? You
No,
feel
I
like
did not.
walking this
'Cause I
morning?
want to make sure I was ready to go here for the big chat. But Yesterday,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you walk almost as far as to my house, don't you?
I walk like 5, 6K every morning. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
close.
walking though,
Yeah,
with my
just
bamboo
aimlessly
stick at my
walking.
hand for them dogs.
Oh yeah, you got dogs over there. Man, I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
Packs of dogs. Why don't you go get you one of them airsoft guns and just pow?
I did tell
We
one
went to
guy. I did tell one kid that I said, your dog's way too aggressive. It's not just the average barking. It's like I want to rip your face
leg
off,
off.
growling
Yeah,
attack. And every time I walk by, it does it every single time. It does to everybody. I said, you got to train that dog. It's one thing to say put the dog in attack mode, but you got to train it better. That dog's way
yeah,
too aggressive. It's gonna hurt a kid or something one day. But
yeah,
he just gave me that look, holding the chain.
yeah, yeah. But
Because he lets it out
they
for the dog gets like a 5 minute walk to poop on someone else's property. Then he brings
well,
the dog back
sure.
and puts it back in the chain. And the dog's like ripping ready to rip my head off.
Yeah, John. A lot of them walk over here, like Bill
Yeah.
said, and he does. But you got to carry a stick to beat them off. They had a big.
Most of them
They
know
had a
you.
big.
Most of them know you. Just a few that are bad, but most of them
They
just
had a
know you.
big airsoft display at SM. They had a bunch
I
of them.
was
They had some sniper ones out there, man.
I was thinking maybe a taser. Taser would be good.
Oh, that would work. One that shoots the darts,
Yeah.
or
And your
even
dog.
some CS spray. Pop him with some CS spray. That'd stop him.
You guys know I got bit in the ass like when I first came here,
You can't count your girlfriend.
and the dog got. I had to go to the animal control center and get
Lord,
rabies. I get rabies shots. It was the whole thing.
you had to
You
take a
know,
whole series of rabies shots. Wow, that hurt, didn't it?
that
No, just shots.
we're used to get them now. You know,
Yeah.
shots.
I got bit, and then I had to go to this animal clinic they had in Talisai, and I think I was the only foreigner there, and so I had to go all the way up to the director. And of course, I flashed my white moon butt to like 5 different people, and he wanted to look at it because it broke skin. And then he basically
Yeah.
said that if the animal dies in like 7 days or 3 days, that you have to bring the head in. I said, I can bring the head in right now if you'd like, but
The owner may not like it.
no, the owner packed up like the next like that next day he split, like just left the property.
Mhm.
He said that I ran into the dog and I was jogging and I ran into the dog, but I got bit in the butt, so it was tough to explain that one.
Yeah,
He said
yeah.
I ran into the dog, and then that night he
And then
left.
the dog waited for you to pass, and then it ran up and bit you in the butt.
Well, they attack you from behind. Most dogs attack you
Yeah.
from behind.
John has a suggestion. Keep some dog treats with you.
I think he got his treat. Bit you.
Load them up
Did
with
you
some
load them
booze.
up with some wood stick or something?
You know what they order? They do give him the old famous rat poison shumai. Here's a couple biscuits for you.
There you go.
Uh,
There you
you do
go.
it. You do it at night, and then you wake up and the dog's passed
Well,
away.
give them a rat biscuit. That's it.
Yeah, but I would never do that to an animal. But gone now.
No.
You would if
I
the
had
animal's bothering you.
I actually had. Of course, you have here you have to buy the medicine, so I had to buy the rabies shots, and then at the time I was when I was younger, guys, I was literally pretty good looking, and I had a string of I had a string of all the nurse girls were all lining up to get the shot.
You shot at that white ass.
Yeah. Well, no, they just pop it in the arm. I thought it was in your stomach or something, but no, like the old days,
It used to be. Yeah, it used
It
to
just
be.
now
Yeah.
it's just in your arm. Just give you a shot.
Yeah, but I'm sure they wanted to see the bite anyway, didn't
No,
they?
I
I bet
still
they
couldn't
wanted
bite
to.
enough. I still got the ripped running shorts somewhere around here. The
Look,
ripped
John said, "Stop running backwards."
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Well, let's talk about whether we're gonna do something. But like I said, I can't really promise. But we can talk about it once we go off the air here.
I'll
We're
set it up and do it every week, but I fine. We'll pick a day and then we'll do it. But the key is we got to advertise like at least 6 days ahead that it's planned chat so people can get the heads up instead of guessing.
right,
Especially like some of these guys
right.
that are
So
Shane works on the boat, for his 90
Yeah.
days or whatever before he comes back in. John Mack, it's fun when he's on.
I mean,
You
the
know,
idea of trying to do it when someone else isn't doing it, who cares about that? You just do it, and what's good for convenient for us. Who cares if there's 20
yeah.
chats going? There's 20 chats.
Well, there's probably that anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
I've heard some of those live chats. They're just as bad as ours. So. I mean, so it's just, I don't got nothing to talk about, guys. Or you read messages. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Who cares?
right.
We'll figure something out,
All right.
guys. We'll figure something
We figure something out. So, but I'm glad we had a little bit of audience.
out. Yeah. So you guys,
Missing Corey. That's
how's your like internet? The what's that dish or something? Internet satellite dish you guys are talking about? Edward Musk thing. What's he doing?
We're waiting for
well.
them to get the
You're
offices
talking about
finished,
Elon
so
Musk. Yeah, that. Yeah.
it's approved.
I
We're
saw
just
that. I
waiting on
saw that
the
they think it's
offices.
going to be this year. That.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
yeah. Bye, Dickie.
Okay, Dickie.
Bye,
Nice
Bye.
to
See
Dickie.
you
see you
later.
too. Right. And we're gonna run too, so it's time for me to jump on and go to work. So we'll end this little broadcast for now, and we'll come back next week or
Next week we'll come
whatever.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
Watch out. It might be on Bill's channel, my channel, both
Yeah.
channels, all channels. I don't know. Um, but stay tuned for it, and we're coming back. All right, guys. Bye
Thanks for
bye.
stopping by,
Take care,
guys.
everybody.
Adios.
Stopping by. Thank you. Adios.